we've got even more new action figures to review here today. This time we've got some AEW figures as well right here. We have got the Unrivaled Series 14, Swerve Strickland. We have got the Unrivaled Series 15, Samoa Joe. Unrivaled Series 15, Daniel Garcia. Logan Paul top pick 2024, Rey Mysterio top pick 2024. We are going to be reviewing all these figures right now, starting off first at the end with Swerve Strickland right here. This was a very anticipated figure for me, and it definitely delivered. I love Swerve. He's one of my favorites in AEW right now, so I'm definitely excited to get his figure. We're gonna start off with the accessories, which the first one are these the first one is this very thin sunglasses right here, very thin and very like flexible. I'm worried I'm gonna break it. How it works, you like slip it behind the hair, and if you put a little more time into it, it'll look better. But just slip it behind the hair, behind the ears, and all that. It'll look super duper natural, super duper awesome on the Swerve Strickland. And then if you remove the interchangeable hands, which as for interchangeable hands, he came with microphone holding hands and fisted hands, you can take a look at the jacket, which is this big rubber jacket. I feel like a cloth jacket would have been cooler with this figure. One thing that I think a major wrestling figure company should explore, have like a rubber centerpiece, but have the like the sleeves be cloth. I think when it comes to really big, like detailed jackets like this, that would definitely do a huge favor to the jacket. I think it would look way better. It would work way better. So somebody's got to explore that. Either Jazzwares or Mattel. I don't care. It's just an idea that I want to see explored. But yes, this is a big rubber jacket. It does say Swerve the Realist on the front, which I believe is the name of his like he's a musician and that's like his name. And he actually wrote his theme song, which is pretty cool. He's got the fuzz on the top, which is rubber, and then the logo on the back, and he's got some blood. I would consider that like blood splatter logos on the sleeves, and then on the front a little bit, got some silver buttons. It has some more logos like an eye. You can see an eyeball right there. But yeah, this jacket's really nice. For being a piece of rubber, I do think it's really nice. Yes, once we pop these interchangeable hands on here, we are going to take a look at the Swerve right here, Unrivaled Series 14. Take a look at this head sculpt, man. This face sculpt, head sculpt looks just like Swerve Strickland, and my camera's having a hard time focusing here. But we're gonna get it to focus on Swerve there. You can see the grills in his teeth, which he actually doesn't have anymore thanks to Hangman Adam Page. He ripped the grills right out of his mouth during that lights out cage match. But yeah, you can see the really detailed hair going to the back. Or it does stick up a little bit because that's how it was in the box, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't think I'm gonna be able to like get that to go down, which is kind of unfortunate. But he's got the red strands, got a bleached strand, got a green strand over here, a bunch of different strands of hair color for Swerve. Obviously, the main color is black. He's got some tattoo detail on his torso as well as on his back right there, high on his back. And then on his arms, he's also got some tattoo detail on his right arm mostly. He doesn't have any tattoo detail on the left. But he's also got some white wrist tape and some hand tattoos right here. One thing about this figure, this skin tone is off. Definitely. Swerve is darker than this. He's not like this color. I would make him darker than this. He's not this color. I think the skin tone is off on the Swerve for sure. But as far as like an aesthetically with the tattoos, they might have just done this so you can see the tattoos better. Who knows? But as far as like aesthetically with the tattoos and the head sculpt, I think it looks pretty good, and it obscures the fact that the skin tone is a little off in my opinion. Moving down to these tights. These tights are amazing right here. This is one of his early AEW attires. He's got orange, purple, and white. Looks absolutely amazing. The molded belt buckle right there. One thing Jazzwares always does really nice is molding stuff on. I think it's really cool. Like they even mold the wrist tape on. I find that really cool. He's got the knee pads with the open cut backs and the white. No pinless knees yet. They haven't done that for too many figures. I think they did that for the Supreme Sting where he had pinless knees and pinless elbows, which they also have yet to upgrade. But it's not something I'm crying out for. And then you got the silver down here. Great knee articulation, great boot articulation on these black boots. Really, really, really nice swerve. I love this one a lot. This is probably one of my favorite AEW figures they've ever done. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna pop the glasses on there to show you like the best form of how they can look. Tuck it like behind the ears and then like behind the hair, obviously, so it'll be looking really nice. But yes, here is Swerve Strickland, our former AEW World Champion. That is awesome. Jumping into Samoa Joe from Unrivaled Series 15. He's got the main accessory that he comes with is this really nice cloth towel. It's pretty long. It's about the length of three figures, as you can see, like in a line like that. But yeah, it's got some nice towel texture on it. It feels like somewhat like a real towel. And this is something that the Mattel figures never did with the Samoa Joe. They never gave him the cloth white towel, but here it is. This is what they should do with the Solo. Give him, the Solo Sikoa for the Mattel line. Give him the cloth black towel. I think that would look really cool. And here is the Samoa Joe figure itself. When I first got this figure, I wasn't too crazy excited for it, but after getting it out of the box, it's a really, really, really nice piece. This head sculpt looks really nice. This is the same head sculpt as the Target exclusive. Yes, it is. It is the same head sculpt as the Target exclusive right there. He's got the smug face for Samoa Joe, like he always has. Got the brown hair, kind of in a mohawk with a fade on the side. And then he's got the beard. They did upgrade that. The Target exclusive didn't have the beard, but here's Samoa Joe with the beard. Torso I think works. This is the same torso they use from Miro, I think. And I also think the arms work for Samoa Joe. Just like the part usage on this is really really unique. It moves around amazing, and it's still really unique because you got like a lot of AEW figures they reuse parts for a lot of guys. So this is really unique right here. Got some really unique part usage. I like all the tape design going throughout the arms right here. He's got one on his forearm, got some wrist tape, and then finger tape right there on his left arm. And then on his right arm, you just got some wrist tape with the hang loose hands right there, which are really 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 cool, super realistic looking hang loose hands. And then you got the half green, half black pants. The original Target exclusive that did half red, half black. So seeing the green here is really cool. Knee pads do inhibit articulation a little bit. That's all you're able to get, which isn't much at all. You could remove these if you want, but I think they're aesthetically good, so I'm gonna keep them on. And then you got the black boots with some white detailing on the front. Really, really nice Samoa Joe. Like I said, I think it's a really nice piece. Super realistic looking, and I especially love the cloth towel. I think you can use that for a lot of different people, and it definitely works for Samoa Joe. Next figure we got right here is Daniel Garcia on Robin Series 15. It's a rumor that he could be coming to WWE pretty soon, so I wanted to get his figure. Here's Daniel Garcia. I have him in a signature pose, but we're gonna jump into the accessories first. Basically, same accessory as Samoa Joe with the towel, just black. Same towel texturing, same length. I already compared the length and everything. Next to Samoa Joe towel, of course, you can just see one's black, one's white. And like I said, this is what they should do with the Solo Sikoa Mattel line. And then here's the Ring of Honor Pure Championship right here. This is really, really cool. This is the first ever Ring of Honor Championship I'm getting in action figure form. And it's really, really cool. It's a pretty detailed belt, 5 plates, very flimsy strap, so you can get it around the waist without any issues with your Daniel Garcia figure. Really cool side plates. You got the ROH with two guys wrestling right there. And it's really, really shiny. I like that belt a lot. Silver plates on the ROH World Championship. Here's Daniel Garcia. I do think this head sculpt really does resemble him. Obviously, when you get a new figure from Jazzwares, they tend I mean like a lot of the head sculpts are good, but it's really just hit or miss with the Jazzwares head sculpts. I do think they hit this one out of the park right there. Looks like Daniel Garcia. He's got all the facial hair, all the hair on his head, of course, and then just the stern facial expression. I think the head sits a little high on the neck peg. It could have sat a little lower. Doesn't really sit too nice for me. But you got all the head articulation right there. The AEW figures, heads don't really tilt that well most of the time. But they finally added some tilt right here with the Daniel Garcia. He's got some pretty a pretty basic torso and the pretty basic arms with the black wrist tape. and the fisted interchangeable hands, so you can have him doing his signature pose when he goes like this. And then you got these very awesome blue trunks right here with some white lightning bolt design and then some white star design. Over here it says DG for Daniel Garcia. If you guys can see that, it says DG. Then on the back you got the same design with some more lightning bolts and some stars. Same design basically on the knee pads, except this one says what is that? That say Buffalo Kids? No, that's pretty interesting. And then you got the lightning bolt with the stars. Then the basic black shoes right there. Really nice Daniel Garcia. I think he's a rising star in AEW. I'm a big fan of him. So it's cool to have his figure right there, Unrivaled Series 15. Now we're going to jump into WWE figures. We're going to save him for last. We are jumping into the top picks. Rey Mysterio. This is the LWO Rey Mysterio, hence why he comes with the LWO shirt. You got the Latino World Order like a logo on it. Looks really nice. Got the Mexico flag colors, LWO on the back. No logos. It's basically just a rubber cutoff shirt. Remember when they used to do these cloth? That was so cool. I hope they include that more with the figures when it's like cloth. Here's Rey Mysterio sporting this head sculpt that we see a lot with the Rey figures, but there's always a new mask design on it almost all of the time. So it's really cool to see. He's got the current day style of Rey Mysterio mask with the mohawk and then the cuts like the cuts on the back so you can see a little bit of his head. The Rey Mysterio dragon logos on the side and then all the detail on the front of the mask. Unbuckled mask in the front. He's got the enhanced tattoo detail, which looks very cool and realistic because you have the overalls going over it. You can see his tattoo that says Mexican right there, and then the tattoos all over his chest, including the cross. If you guys can see that, he has the cross tattoo on his chest. He's got the shoulder, like the athletic tape on his shoulder right here, and going into a little bit of his back and a little bit of his pectoral. It does just say tape, which I didn't even know. Like if you were to get a good focus on that, you can see that it just says tape. It's not like any like official wording or anything. I didn't even know it just said tape. I find that kind of funny. But you got the tattoos going down the arms, both right and left arms. Right arm, he's got the R for Ray, and then on the left arm, he's got the M for Mysterio. Tassels right there. Look on the inside of the arm, you can see Aaliyah, the name of his daughter, and then you also got the name of his devious son, Dominic. He should laser that tattoo, I'm telling you. He's got the blue overalls right there, going down to the white, like a kind of underwear looking piece, and then on the back you got the question marks. Same thing on the front. Going down, you got the logo that says Ray 619 in black, white, and pink. And the entire deco of this figure is basically blue, pink, white, a little bit of black. He's got the blue tights. Says GOAT right here on his other side. And then they got the Mysterio's boots right here, which I find pretty interesting because when he was wearing this gear, he wasn't in the Mysterios. He was in LWO. His partnership with Dominic was long gone, but this Rey Mysterio is really nice. If you want a current day Rey Mysterio, I highly recommend it. And obviously, it's a current day Rey, so it's going to have some pretty nice articulation on it. Just, of course, aside from the legs, but that's like that's not every copy of the figure. It's not inherently Mattel's fault. It's just like the figures are a little stiff these days. That's all it is. But we now jump into the top picks. Logan Paul. I'm very excited about this one. We're going to take a look at the accessories first, like we did with all the other figures. First one, he's coming with the Paul jacket right here, which is an accessory that is cloth, and I kind of wish it was rubber. I like just a little bit. I like the cloth and everything, but like it's cloth, so the colors aren't necessarily going to match up with the paint. And when you have it on the figure, it's kind of like let me show you. You put it on the Logan Paul just like that, and then you just like got the streamers just going everywhere. They're not really gonna like sit down here like they're supposed to. They're just gonna like kick out a little bit. These streamers up here, these are gonna hang down pretty nice, but these kind of just go everywhere, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. But I do think it's cool that they were still able to include a cloth jacket with the Logan Paul. So I can definitely say that I'm into that jacket. Then you got the Prime bottle right here, the Logan Paul Prime bottle, which you always see on the. You don't see the bottle on the ring mat, but you see like the Prime logo. It's fully blue. It says Prime hydration drink, blue raspberry right there, blue cap. You got a little bit of white detailing right there. Prime. That's really cool. And this is an accessory that I think is going to be pretty sought after one day because WWE's partnership with Prime, it can't last forever. So one day this is going to be a pretty sought after accessory. I think. Here's Logan Paul, the top picks. Logan Paul right here, sporting the how one of the head scans that we saw with the Ultimate. He's got his tongue, his mouth wide open. You can see his tongue, you can see his beard and all that. But pretty cool looking face, pretty wild looking face. I'm into it. He's got a blue headband going through the hair, which looks super duper realistic with the hair design and then the headband. Everything looks like it's squeezing his head, which is what a headband does. And this head sculpt is removable, so if you want to use any Ultimate Edition head sculpts on there, you can do that. Dolph Ziggler torso, which fits. He's got the arms right here with no wrist tape, but he's got the elbow pads painted really cool colors, blue, yellow, and then around to the back, you can see that they're black. Wow, that rhymed. And then same thing over here. These tights are really cool. Just very like just random design of blue with black lines and then some yellow down here at the boots. He's got the stitching right there, which is not molded on, but he's got the black lines, black designs, yellow boot obviously, like I mentioned, and then the yellow knee pad, which is basically the same as the blue knee pad on the other side, just yellow. Then he's got some yellow on the blue boots. Then on the back is mostly yellow with some blue lines and then a blue and black line. Just really cool. Just really nice colors on this Logan Paul. I'm really into it. I wanted a Logan Paul figure really bad. So it was my only. I didn't have a Logan Paul figure yet. So now to have one, it feels really good to have a Logan Paul figure for my stop motion animations. And of course, you can have the United States Championship in his hands. He never actually wore this when he was United States Champion, but yes, he's got the US title in his hands because he is a former United States Champion. And he's actually one of the longest reigning US champions of all time, didn't you know? But yes, that has been the review on Swerve, Samoa Joe, Daniel Garcia, Logan Paul, and Rey Mysterio. I hope you enjoyed this. I've been getting a lot of new figures recently, so I'm doing a lot of reviews on them. But yes, Jed Wrestling out.